Hey, it's Mindy with Astrology by Love. Here today for Virgo Sun and Virgo Rising's horoscope for the month of July. So we will be starting at the new moon on June 25th in the sign of Cancer and going until the new moon on July 24th in the sign of Leo. So I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. Please like and subscribe. I've got some cool discount links down below. If you've got a friend or family member whose birthday's coming up, or someone in your life that's kind of in crisis mode and you're wanting to give them a gift, a reading is a wonderful, wonderful present. So I've got links for that down below. It's a great gift for the person that has everything and wants to dive deeper into their soul and why they tick and work the way that they do. So y'all definitely check those out. Once again, thank you for hanging with me. Let's go ahead, jump in, and get started. So Virgo, this new moon on June 25th is in your 11th house. This is the house of chosen friends. This is the people you've got to make an effort to hang out with, people who help you further your career. This new start is a beautiful one. Jupiter has recently moved into the sign of Cancer. Your friends are an abundant, happy place right now. A lot of times friends are that way for us anyhow, but especially for the rest of the year, your friends are going to help you achieve. They're going to help you have a step up in the world. This is a beautiful placement. Definitely enjoy it, Virgo. This new moon on the 25th is in this 11th house with Jupiter there. So this is an abundant new start. Maybe a friend tells you about a job. Tells you about a new way of going out and having fun. Something good and beautiful is going to be happening. So definitely enjoy this, Virgo. Then on June 26th, Mercury is sextiling Uranus. Mercury has been going through this 11th house that we just talked about with this new start, has been going through it this past month. So you've had a lot of great communications with your friends, a lot of good talks. Mercury's been facilitating all this. And Mercury sextiles Uranus on the 26th. So Uranus is going through your 9th house. It's been causing chaos in this house of mastery, the thing that it takes a long time to learn, to be good at. This is also the house of long distance foreign travel. And so there's going to be some kind of communication around your friends that day on just the crazy and the chaos, and maybe your trips or what you're trying to do, or how, oh my gosh, you got cut off from it again. But it'll be some kind of surprising communication, enjoyable. That is going to be on the 26th. Then on the 27th, we got a lot of different energies going on. So the sun is sextiling Mars. Mercury is moving into Leo, and when Mercury moves into Leo, it trines Saturn. So this is a lot of masculine energy, Virgo. The sun is in that 11th house of chosen friends right now, shining the spotlight on your social groups, who you hang out with. It's sextiling Mars, which is in your first house. So maybe you have felt a little attacked, a little bit like a victim lately. This also gives you a lot of energy to get up, go, and get stuff done. But this connection between your friends being the focus is triggering you, having a lot of energy. Maybe you're working out with your friends. That would be a beautiful use of this energy. But it connects on June 27th, as does Mercury moving into your 12th house. So whenever something's going on or happening in our 12th house, it's hard to see. It's hard to recognize. We can look back afterwards and be like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's what happened. But in the moment, we don't really know it. One cool thing about Mercury moving into your 12th house, which is what's happening for you, Virgo, when Mercury moves into your 12th house, your intuition is heightened. You have a sense of knowing, and you don't know how you know it, but you know it. And that little psychic sense will be there the rest of the month and for the rest of the time that Mercury is in Leo. Mercury also makes a trine to Saturn, which has recently entered your 8th house. This is not a really fun placement, so Saturn likes to structure things, restructure things. Sometimes it can create blockages And this is in your house of the secrets you keep with your partner. These are investments you have with your partner. This is your sex life. So a lot of times when Saturn's going through the eighth house, it can cause your sex life to kind of dry up and not be as fun as it would normally be. With Mercury in that house of the subconscious, you may not understand or realize things that you're thinking or saying are triggering those blockages in the eighth house. The struggles maybe in the bedroom or the restructuring of y'all's finances together. But that energy is also going on June 27th, so lots of energy that day. Then on June 28th, Mercury is trining Neptune. So Saturn and Neptune are kind of sitting together right now in your eighth house. There's confusion, there's structure. You may be taking an enlightened, it is what it is, sort of spiritual approach. But Mercury in that house of the subconscious is causing you to think about it, and you're not really quite sure why, you're not able to recognize it, but that energy's there on the 28th. Then on June 29th, Mercury opposes Pluto. There has been some sort of interest in your health routines and getting your daily life organized and trying new things recently. Pluto moved into your sixth house this past November. And so something about the way you're thinking, once again, you're not going to be able to recognize this energy, but maybe someone in your daily life is trying to control you or trying to change the way you think and go about things. This is a fast-moving energy. You may not be able to recognize it because it's taking place in that 12th house, but that is going to be happening on June 29th. Also about this time, we are starting to feel the effects of Uranus changing signs. So Uranus is going to be changing signs on July 7th. Uranus is the planet of chaos, electricity. It likes to do its own thing. And we are really going to be feeling just sort of like there's electricity in the air. We're going to feel like something's off and we're not sure what it is, and we're going to be kind of walking on eggshells almost. That energy is going to be building up as Uranus gets ready to change signs, and we'll be feeling that energy about a week after it changes signs. That's just the collective as a whole. Everybody's going to be just kind of on edge, feeling like something's wrong or off or about to happen, whether it is or not. But I wanted to make you aware that that energy is there and running in the background the first 2 weeks of July. And then on July 4th, we've got some beautiful July 4th energy going on. So as you probably know, July 4th is Independence Day. It's the United States birthday. A lot of times we celebrate it with fireworks. Venus and Uranus come together in the sky that day. So this is great July 4th energy. So when Venus and Uranus come together, something surprising, beautiful takes place, something enjoyable, fun. I mean, that sounds like fireworks to me. And then also on July 4th, Neptune is standing still in the sky. We call this stationing. So Neptune is stationing, getting ready to go retrograde. Neptune is the planet of fantasy. It's where we don't see things clearly. A lot of times, if we are trying to be enlightened, we can meditate with this energy. We can do art. A lot of times, if we're just going with the flow, we may be drinking. We may be lying. We may be doing other things deceptive or, in a way that we don't see things clearly. To me, when I saw Neptune was standing still in the sky on July 4th, I thought, ooh, that is some drinking energy. So the energy is definitely there of having one too many on July 4th. That may be the case regardless of where Neptune is. But anyways, this is beautiful July 4th energy. Should be an enjoyable day. Y'all definitely go out and celebrate. Then on July 5th, Venus moves into the sign of Gemini. Virgo, this is your 10th house of career. So work is going to be a little bit more enjoyable, a little bit more pleasurable, probably a little bit more profitable. So if you've been wanting to ask the boss for a raise, this is definitely wonderful energy to do it under. Venus is in the sign of Gemini for the rest of the month, so definitely enjoy this, Virgo. Then on July 6th, Venus is making a sextile to Neptune and Saturn together in your 8th house. So that 8th house is the secrets you share with your partner. Those are those bedroom pleasures. Those are investments. It's the stuff that y'all do together that the rest of the world doesn't really know about. And so something about you enjoying work, making money at work, is bringing you back to this energy of restructuring what's going on behind the scenes and kind of fantasizing about it as well. That's a fast-moving energy, but that's there on July 6th, Virgo. Then on July 7th, Uranus changes signs. So we've been feeling that anxiety, that electricity in the background this whole time, this unpredictable energy that making us a little bit anxious. If you can schedule your day lightly on July 7th, do it. You're just going to feel a little scatterbrained, a little, oh my gosh, what's going on? Not too many people enjoy that energy, so now you know, Virgo. Also on July 7th, Venus in the sign of Gemini is trining Pluto that has recently moved into Aquarius in your 6th house. So something about having fun at work and enjoying yourself is causing you to maybe redo some things in your daily life. It's transforming your health routine, the way you're going about things. This is an easy, fun, relaxed energy, but it is also taking place on July 7th, the day that Uranus changes signs. So, and we are going to be feeling Uranus's electricity and energy, that shift for the rest of the week. Then on July 10th, we have the full moon in the sign of Capricorn. So Capricorn rules your 5th house, Virgo. This is fun, creative projects, kiddos. We created those, you know. And so the spotlight is going to be on this area. Maybe you've been working on some sort of passion project and it comes to fruition, or the spotlight is on it somehow. This is a fast-moving energy, but that is going to be there on July 10th. Then on July 12th, Saturn stands still in the sky. It stations to go retrograde. So Saturn's in that 8th house. It's causing blockages and restructuring of your partner's finances, of, causing blockages in your sex life possibly. And so it's going to be really hard to get anything done or kind of accomplish things on the 12th. It's going to feel like just a burden, like you've got to do more, be more, just to get it done. So it's kind of an icky energy. It's going to be happening on July 12th, so just be aware of that. Then Saturn's going to be going retrograde. You'll be going back over some of the changes, some of the blockages that have been taking place in this house. And Saturn will be going retrograde for the next few months, so you'll have time to sort that out, Virgo. Then on July 17th, Mercury in that 12th house of the subconscious. It's hard to see, but you just somehow know things. Mercury's going to be going retrograde. So these things that you somehow know, it may feel a little bit like paranoia or confusion, but just know Mercury's going to be going retrograde. When Mercury stands still in the sky and stations like it's doing on July 17th, it's normally not a good day to be on the road, for travel, for traffic, for communication. And you may just feel confused in general on that day because Mercury will be in that 12th house of the subconscious. Just mark that on your calendar. If you can stay off the road that day, definitely do it, Virgo. Then on July 18th, Venus is sextiling Mercury. So Mercury's, as of yesterday, started going retrograde. And so this confusion in your mind, this feeling unsure for whatever reason, is being triggered by the fun, the generosity, the money you're making at work. So this is a fast-moving energy, but that's on July 18th. Then we go forward to July 23rd. So on July 23rd, we've got a few things. Venus in the sky, Venus in your 10th house of career, is going to be squaring Mars in your 1st house. And so Virgo, this is probably going to affect you. You're going to be feeling a little bit frisky, a little bit randy, wanting to go after and, have a little bit of sex, probably a lot of sex. But this, when Venus and Mars are squaring each other, this does cause, sexual heat. It causes us to want to go out there and just get those raw passions on. However, there's not a lot else that we're interested in. This is not intellectual conversations. This isn't going out and having fun. This is just raw bedroom pleasures. So if you meet anybody on the 23rd, they may be good for bedroom pleasures and not much else. If that's what you're looking for, great. But if you're not looking for that, just be aware that's the energy of July 23rd. Also on July 23rd, the sun moves into Leo. So this is your 12th house. That's subconscious house, Virgo. So you may be dreaming a little bit more during this time. Once again, it's hard to see things that go on in that 12th house, the subconscious house. The sun in Leo is moving into your 12th house. Then on July 24th, we have that new moon in Leo, once again in this 12th house of the subconscious. And so it is triggering some kind of new start. You may be changing your mind about something or thinking differently about things. The sun is going to be opposite Pluto that day, so there may be some kind of power struggle with someone in your daily life. Once again, this is your 12th house, so it's going to be hard for you to recognize this and see this. Maybe someone in your daily life is transforming the way you live. Also, on the 24th, the sun is trining Saturn and Neptune together in your 8th house. So this connection is triggering fantasy thinking and that restructuring of things with the partner. And you're probably not seeing things clearly because once again, the 12th house is involved. But this new start on the 24th, this Leo new moon, is in your 12th house. So it's probably going to be a little bit difficult to see, Virgo. So I appreciate you hanging out with me today. That is the end of the monthly horoscope. Of course, we will do it again next month. I appreciate you, and check out those links below. Definitely share this with a friend that's wanting to live more aligned and in sync with the rhythms of the universe. And I will see you again soon. Thanks, Virgo.